Yeah, that title's not clickbait. In fact, it's underselling it. We're not just making a porno, we're making like the Homer's Odyssey of porn, the fucking Citizen's Kane of adult films. Throw out everything you think you know about fucking, because we're reinventing what it even means. So, to give you a little overview, I've talked about it during the streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical. A couple months ago, I got approached by a massive porn company about writing a full length, massive budget porn production for them. Of course, this offer piqued my interest. However, there's a lot of bad things that go on in the porn industry for some of these companies, a lot of sketchy shit, especially when it comes to the treatment of some of the performers, and I wanted to ensure that this company didn't have any of those problems. So I did some extensive research on the company, and from everything I found, the company just has a great reputation. The performers love to work with the company. No one's ever had anything negative to say about an experience they've had while working with them, and they're just a well-respected company in the field. It also has multiple arms, all of which are dedicated to improving the porn norms and conditions for a lot of the performers. So the company is actively out there trying to improve the atmosphere and perception of porn. So I felt, given this track record, they've earned a script from Genghis Swan. So let me make it clear, we are only writing this show for them. We have it written as 4 episodes, but we're only writing it. We're not actually going to be on set directing or anything like that. But it is myself, Jackson, Matt, and Danny working on this. We've pretty much finished the script, and we've submitted the first episode, which has been approved. They enjoyed it. But due to coronavirus, even the porn industry is locked down. So there truly is no industry that's unaffected by coronavirus. So I don't know when it's going to get made, if it's even going to get made this year or anything. So I thought it'd be fun just to show you the first writing session Jackson and I had while working on this. It's important to note we're not using any of the ideas you see here, and it's going to be pretty obvious why, because they're pretty shit ideas. But I thought it'd be fun just to give you a little taste of what's cooking up in the laboratory over here. Writer's Room, February 3rd, 2020, first session of the Creative Geniuses.
Oh, whoa. Hey.
I will say right off the bat, the working title of The Fucking at Rock Hard Manor, I think might be a bit too on the nose. I'm thinking something a little more artsy. I think we need to be thinking
Perfect.
we need to be thinking James Bond, like condoms are forever or fuck another day,
The fucking at Rock Hard Manor is great, like wordplay on the genre, though. It's like the murder at Mount.
It's not wordplay by replacing murder with fucking.
That is genuinely what wordplay is.
Well, yeah, for like a 4th grade English class, perhaps.
It's so good.
We can do
that
better.
Rock Hard Manor is. Well, all right. Well, what?
The title is extremely important, Jackson. Think about Deep Throat. What if it wasn't called Deep Throat? What if it was just called Gagging on a Dick? It wouldn't have been nearly as impactful. You need a good title.
What's that one that's on Murder on the Orient Express? That's
Mhm.
the exact same title that I've got.
We could call it, sticking in this vein, we could call it The Murder of Cats. And you see what it's getting at? Pussy. You get it?
That's so awful. That is downright awful. No one's gonna click on a video called "The Murder of Cats." What is wrong with you sociopath?
We'll keep that one on ice. We'll come back to it. So this is Detective Mike Mitchell, a middle-aged Caucasian male ace detective who leaves no stone unturned, disgraced from the force after he fucked the mayor's daughter after solving the case of her husband's death. That might be kind of tough. I still think we need a supernatural element where, like,
What?
yeah, like maybe they use the used condom on the floor and at the end they like use it like an elixir and pour it into the dead man's mouth and it brings him back, or like an orgy seance brings him back to life.
I do like that. I really like the idea of bringing back Shock Rockard as a character.
We should have like a private military contract group in here somewhere, like hunting Mitchell. But ultimately, what is the goal? What does Shock Rockhard want?
Well, yeah. Now we can't do the inheritance thing because obviously he's still alive in this scenario. So what does he want?
I really think it should all just be like a giant ploy to see who was cheating on him, or something.
But they're all cheating on him. That would imply that he's in a relationship with all of them if they were to cheat on him. Even old Colonel Matthew Gillespie, his old wartime buddy, has been cheating on him.
That wouldn't make any sense. Why would Colonel Matthew Gillespie be cheating on him? Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a cop out, but I think it might work a little bit better. Like, maybe we go scary stories to tell in the dark style, where, like, the manor is placed upon an Indian burial ground, and they've been all stricken with a curse. And it's all, like, the curse revolves around sex in some way. So Shock Rockhard has succumbed to the curse, and then Mike Mitchell's piecing everything together.
To sex, like what kind of clue do you leave behind? Usually in sex, it's only ever really condoms. So would there just be condoms like around in each room? Detective Mitchell has like a force power where he touches the condom and he has a force vision of the fucking.
That's not a bad idea. I like that, yeah. His eyes roll into the back of his head. Camera pans into his skull. Maybe we could do something with Dr. Zachariah Good Sensation. A middle-aged to explain for the behind the scenes. Dr. Zachariah Good Sensation is a middle-aged scientist on the verge of a scientific breakthrough. He has been testing a hypothesis that ensures explosive female orgasms. Perhaps this event was the perfect place to test his theory. Or perhaps he's being framed by someone who wishes to discredit his work. Only time in that used
I
condom.
don't remember writing any of this at all. I realized though, or perhaps he's being framed by someone who wishes to discredit his work. How does that discredit his work, leaving behind a condom? His whole work is based around orgasms, and they leave behind a condom that proves.
Maybe it's an empty condom, so there was no fluid.
That is perfect. Oh, that could be a whole well, Detective Mike Mitchell examines the condom and realizes that there's no cum on it.
A real crack shot. I think we're all set on the idea that he gets the mysterious envelope, he takes the job, he comes to Rock Hard Manor, power's gone out, and a mysterious condom is on the floor. I think that is a strong start. Shock Rockvein has an open casket, so we can see Shock the whole...
Oh.
Perhaps maybe not. Maybe... I don't know. I still like kind of one of the ideas I tossed around where Mike Mitchell is Shock Rockhard. And that could be like a big gotcha to the audience.
But it just doesn't make sense because all of these characters know Shock Rockhard, so they would recognize him.
He could be wearing a disguise, or perhaps like he disfigured his face on purpose, or like a polyjuice potion. So they're at the will reading. Shock Rockhard's open casket. Mike Mitchell has
open. All right. Open casket, but only from the cock down. How about that? It's just the bottom half is open. We never see who's in the top half.
It's a great idea.
It's of no benefit, but I like it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, just an open cock casket. Write that down. Yeah, that's going to be important.
It's how he would want to be remembered.
Yeah, I think it might be... What if we just give Mike Mitchell superpowers?
When he's erect. He has to have a boner to be able to have that kind of power, so Melanie's always kind of following him around and...
Ooh, that's it. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Like, it has an activation cost. Like, he can see the events of things he touches, but only when he's erect. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so Melanie Grimes understands that. She's the one. He's never had these visions before. It's only here, and she knows how to activate it. So that's how we should.
Well, it could be well known because then everyone could fuck him. Like, I need you to see the past of my 1914 Budweiser can, says Madame Giselle Rockhard. He says, "Ma'am, you know I can't do that unless I'm properly stimulated." And then they fuck. And
yes, I love it.
Yeah,
yes.
And then as he's climaxing, Giselle Rockhard tosses the Budweiser can, he catches it, and then we get a vision. Yeah, so for Miss Penny Traction, a middle-aged French teacher with deep sexual fantasies, she was the secret lover of Madame Tootie Rockhard's deceased husband.
I think for like 5 minutes, I had Giselle Rockhard's name as Tootie for some reason. It's just the first name that jumped into my head, but I changed it. Do you prefer Tootie or Giselle?
I like Tootie a lot.
Alright, well, it's shooting now. But then Mike goes around the entire house fucking everyone to see the visions. So,
Okay, how about this? How about this? In the will, as they're reading the will, like they get through the whole thing, and he very fairly divides his entire fortune among everyone present, but only on the condition that they haven't had sex on the night of his funeral. And that's why that condom is so shocking.
maybe it's based around Colonel Gillespie somehow. We can fit him in here. He's Shock Rockhart's trying to get the word out that war crimes were committed by Matthew Gillespie. Oh my god. An hour and our only notes have been DNA test reveals ancestry between Shock Rockhart and Detective Mitchell. Indian burial ground. Curse revolves around sex. Shock Rockhart succumbs to the curse. Casket is open from cock down. Mike Mitchell can only see visions if he is hard. How do we fucking tie this all together?
It's like a Marvel comic. Maybe we just take one of these characters. I think we have a lot of potential with Dr. Zachariah Good Sensation. Maybe we make him set up as like the Thanos of our universe. So you have all of these characters getting together, and they're going to stop Zachariah Good Sensation's technology because it will replace men.
Oh, I like that. It's like the Avengers of fucking.
Mm-hmm.
The lights go off. It's a normal party. Shock Rockhart's there, all happy and alive. The lights go off, and when the lights come back on, he's on the ground covered in cum. He's been fucked. He's comatose. Detective Mike Mitchell has to come and figure out who fucked him to almost death.
Yeah, the lights are off. You just hear like this euphoric moan and a collapse.
He's fine 1 second, the lights go out. And when it comes back on, this old man's been fucked into a coma on the floor.
A big smile on his face.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea of he was already on his way to the party because he had gotten a mysterious envelope about it. Like, I'm gonna fuck Shock Rock hard.
Wait, he's gonna fuck him?
No, like the envelope. That's what the message said.
Alright, so the letter said, I'm gonna fuck Shock Rockhard and you need to find out who I am? Oh no, it's Shock Rockhard. It's Shock Rockhard's letter to him saying, help, I'm probably going to be fucked. I need help figuring out who's trying to fuck me.